This whole pandemic was not just to implement a great reset, you know, Klaus. That was part of it. The other part was a eugenics agenda. Inject everybody with this stuff, eugenics and transhumanism. The other part was to completely destroy, you know, the middle class to create this neo-feudal system. These fuckers have never ceased to exist. These monarchies, these bloodlines have never ceased to exist. They've just taken a different form. They've become more like oligarchies than monarchies, but they exert the same kind of power, but more insidiously, more behind the scenes, not sitting on a throne, which makes them all the more insidious and diabolical.
That's correct. That's absolutely correct. Absolutely.
And they're as satanic as you can, even far more satanic than the average person cares to even imagine. And that's the biggest problem right there. These people are so wicked. Like we talked about it before, the average person can't get in the mind of a psychopath because they're not psychopaths. Exactly. They don't know the enemy, and that's their greatest failing. And that is this cult, that's their greatest strength, is that we don't know them. And if you don't know them, you're going to be manipulated by them. And we've never seen anything so plain as the past 2.5 years, how people were blindly manipulated to where the people were policing other people. Yeah, we were policing ourselves. Put that mask on, you know what I mean? That kind of thing, man. That mask was the great satanic symbol of your submission to these vile, sinister masters. And I tried to, you know, I got that through to one person. Listen to me. I said, do not put that thing on, because the other thing that these knuckleheads in this organization, they can't stand me, man. You know, they told me either shut up or you can't work for us. So, you know, you don't get control of my tongue. I don't care what your reason is.
Exactly.
And they don't like me talking like this. You know, I don't plan to talk about like this, but it gets my fighting blood going. They're sitting there in their cushy offices. And I said, don't put that mask on, not for any reason. Oh, well, do you think I should just put it on so I can continue to work because the work is so important? I said, no, that's just some guilt shaming, insidious manipulation. No, you have to stand, you know, and I used the example of Martin Luther King and the example of Mahatma Gandhi. It wasn't, oh, okay, sometimes we'll cooperate with the British Empire. Oh, okay, sometimes we'll cooperate with the white supremacists. We'll cooperate with the KKK just to get through it. No way, man. No fucking way. Rosa Parks said, I'm not getting out of this seat. And that's the same thing we have to do. No, I'm not putting on this mask. No, I'm not filling out your fucking form. No, like you said, it's about saying no. And if enough people don't say no, this fucking thing is going to go kinetic by the 10 or 15% of us who actually do have balls. You know, I'm a non-combatant. I've saved fruit flies out of the kitchen sink from drowning, you know, but I won't live this way. I'm not living this way. I'm not putting on your fucking mask. I'm not showing my card. You know, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing any of it.
Exactly. You can fuck right off with all that.
Oh, you could fuck right off. And I stocked up on ammunition because I wasn't quite sure how it was going to go. You want to come around here and force, you're going to get a surprise. You're not going to be the one that you want, because that's rape, man. Exactly. Is fucking rape, and I'm nobody's bitch. And that's it. And that's where I draw the line. And that's when I step over the line and become a combatant. When somebody tries to rape me with whatever, no, it's not going to happen.
I'm with you, man.
And, you know, this whole fear of death, this is nonsense, man. This is what it's all based on. It's all based on fear.
Absolutely.
People are spineless and they're afraid. And that's why we have this problem we have here now. You know, people don't have the spine to stand up. They're afraid of what might happen, what they may do to me. Let them do it. I said to my father, I said, look, if I get thrown in jail for any of this, do not bail me out. Let me rot. We're not giving any money to these people.
I don't blame you.
I just had to make up my mind. And the more I see of it, the more disgusted I get, you know, it's just gotten that people can still not see it after all this is just, it's just amazing. Like you said, they've got Stockholm syndrome. They've got mass formation psychosis, whatever they have.
I just have to tell you, man, I still see people, you know, I won't forget, you know, I was coming back from, you know, dropping my wife off, and I stopped off, you know, at a health food store along the way. And I said, okay, let me go into this place and let me see. Oh, I never saw this place before. Let me go in. Let me see how many of these people, you know, let me just take stock, see who's wearing the slave device, who's not, right? And I only saw a few people, right? But first of all, here I am in a place, supposedly these people are proponents of health, wellness, healthy eating. This woman was wearing one of those duck masks up to her freaking eyes, right? Checks out her organic groceries. And I just said, you know, I just had my 2 little items. I walked, I said, I want to see if she, and I said, I'll bet you any money she doesn't take down her mask when she leaves it. And she gets into her car and drives off alone in her car with the fucking mask on. And sure enough, she did.
That's the worst of it. But you know what is almost as bad? Okay, people are just doing what they're told. If they were told to put that fucking thing back on, they'd put it back on. The case in point, when I went to the dentist, like I said, there was about 5, 6, 7 people in the waiting room. I'm the only one without a mask in the whole place, and employees included. You know, you go to a freaking bank. I remember when I went to the bank, man, it was like, who's the bank robbers here? You know, all the masked people were behind the teller units.
And here's
behind the bulletproof glass too, no less.
Exactly. You took the words right out of my mouth. They're behind these people in these medical offices. Okay. They're wearing these all masks up to their eyes, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
They're behind the freaking shield.
The plexiglass.
Still wearing
it's so bad, man. Yeah, no. If this is not the great sorting, I don't know what the hell is.